Baruch here with genConnect and Ben Cort. So Ben, how much of a risk are we looking at right now, or a reality, I should say, are we looking at right now that big marijuana will really become the new big tobacco?
Well, it certainly has already happened and is happening in Colorado. Nationally, as we continue to kind of just accept at face value some of the really aggressive legislation that this industry is pushing on us, it's going to become more and more of a reality.
When you say industry, how much of an industry is marijuana really?
Great question, and I'd love for people outside of Colorado to know really what's going on. You got two companies here that are well on track to do at least $1 billion this year.
Wow.
It's Open Vape and Dixie Elixir. One makes vaporizing pens for weed and hash oils and things, and the other makes sodas with THC infused in it. You've got about 20 full-time lobbyists just in Colorado. They've got a full-time K Street lobbyist in D.C. and a super PAC. Yeah, those are a lot of hallmarks of big business. There's also, right now, 3 VC firms that are just paying people in the industry to continue to develop the industry.
Why are you so opposed to this industry blossoming?
Well, it's another vice substance. You know, no matter how somebody feels about marijuana, I think they've always got to look at what happens when young people use it. And everybody on both sides of this debate are going to agree that it's a bad thing for young people to use. Until that frontal lobe's fully developed, somewhere around 24, it's a foolish thing. Business is there to make money, and one of the surest fire ways of making money is to get users started earlier and consuming more. And so, I mean, that's why we see cartoons being used pretty aggressively to sell marijuana in Colorado. You know, you got all of the things that it took us 50 or 60 years to kind of weed out of the tobacco industry.
No pun intended.
Right. No more Joe Camel. Right. No more sponsoring youth football leagues. No more. It's a wild west out here for weed because nobody's really paying too close of attention to what they're doing. So they're using Fred Flintstone and half-naked women to sell weed to kids.
Are you opposed to alcohol being an industry?
Well, it's a great question, and it's much, much more theoretical than practical. I think if we had a lot more time, maybe we could dive into that. The reality of ever rolling back alcohol, it's just not real because of the money that's behind it. So if you look at alcohol for really what it is, just by the numbers, it's the most devastating substance that we have in the country, just by the numbers. It's, more people are in treatment because of it, more lost lives, more automobile accidents. So, yeah, I mean, ideally, sure, it would be great if we could design some sort of utopian society where nobody ever decided to get drunken, but that's not real. I mean, there hasn't even been an increase on alcohol tax in 35 years because of how powerful that lobby is. My fear is that now, at the advent of this new industry, we're just kind of letting them make the rules. So if this is the direction that America wants to go, and if this is what voters and states end up doing, like they did in Colorado, I hope they do it a lot more responsibly than we did it here.
Ben, thank you so much.
Certainly, my pleasure.
And for more with Ben Cort, be sure to check out genConnect.